Hi guys, welcome to Soul's No Evolution. Thank you so much for taking the time to join me. This is going to be your timeless oracle message for whenever it is that you're tuning into the channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you're all doing really, really well. We're going to pull from the Earth Magic Oracle to pull a message for the collective from here. Clarify with the charms. There we go. Oh my gosh, we get this card all the bloody time. Hang on. Get it off the floor. Oh my gosh. Right, okay. Dreamtime, creation. See, we get this card out this deck. Loads. Ooh. And we've got DNA, karma. Right, okay. There's something about the ancestors here. There's something about the ancestors or ancestral DNA, ancestral karma, that I feel as though you're being asked to break free from. And I'm going to apologise for the noise. As soon as I've sat down, my gardener's turned up to mow the lawn and they're at the front. It will be over soon, but I ain't got time to wait before I start these readings, so apologies for the noise. But yeah, I feel as though there's something that you're being asked to create. There may be some sort of insight or wisdom that's coming through to you during your dream time. Or you may be consciously, like I say, connecting to spirit, tuning into spirit, or even your ancestors that are guiding you onto this path of creation. I feel like whatever it is that you are wanting to create, in the process of creating, I'm just going to raise my voice and try and drown it out. I feel as though it's got something to do with karma. It may have been karma that you've experienced, that you're transmuting the energy of this karma into this creation. So this could be generational stuff in your particular family line that you've overcome, or you're in the process of overcoming. You're receiving some sort of guidance to help you overcome it, to transmute that energy, to create something positive from a not so positive experience that you may have had to go through. And it's so funny, we've got like all these Aboriginal ancestors. I hope that this is focusing. We've got a guy playing the didgeridoo down here. We've got all these sea creatures that are coming out the end of the didgeridoo. And then we've got this crowd of ancestors that are in the corner. So to me, it feels like you healing whatever karma you have experienced, like in your recent past, or, you know, in your past, however it's going to show up for you, is actually going to heal your DNA, if you know what I mean. Let me try and explain it. So if you've experienced something in, let's say, your formative years, you healing from that karma not only heals you, it heals the generations that come from you, but it also heals backwards, if that makes any sense. It heals the generations that you have come from. Because I feel as though this karma that was passed down from generation to generation, the only reason that it's passed down is because there hasn't been a person that has healed it. So you being the person to heal this karma heals your ancestral line as well, which is why the ancestors are around you. It's like they're giving you support, they're giving you the guidance to clear this energy. And you're not just doing it for you. Like I say, you're doing it for the generations ahead, you're doing it for the generations gone by. This is going to be a deep one. I can tell already. Right, let's get some charms. Let's see what we've got going on. Right, okay, we have best friends. Let's shift that out of the way. 2021. Dinosaur. Oh, another blue moon. I didn't realise I had so many blue moons in these charms. And it's got a star attached to it. Flip-flop. A family charm. A bow. A giraffe. A donkey. Right, okay. These are the charms. And I don't know if I want to use this again. I can see them fucking sliding all over the place already. So, these are the charms. And I want to go straight to the donkey. So I feel as though I've got makeup all over my nail varnish. 1 minute. This reading, I feel so distracted. I feel as though there's been some sort of heavy load that you have had to bear. That's what I mean. This karma, this generational karma, like I said with this dinosaur in here, they're prehistoric. They go back so far in time. And then we've got this reference to the Aborigines. And they go back so far in time in terms of their, you know, being indigenous to the Australias or Australasia as the continent. I don't know if this is fact, you know, go research it yourself, but I'm sure that like they're like cave paintings and artifacts and things like that, they, in terms of like dating them, they go back thousands of years. So I feel as though this burden, that the weight that you've had to carry, or your family, like I say, through your DNA has had to carry, is so generational. It goes so far back. And it says a family's love is forever on this charm down here. What else does it say? Oh, wow. A family is a circle of love. So yeah, it's that circle, that helix. Oh my gosh. Right, okay. There's all sorts fucking popping out of the back of that. This helix, these two snakes that are winding up this pole here. It's just giving me that energy of continuation. So there's a breaking of this generational DNA historical cycle that's got something to do with your family. Now, what I am going to say is you may have either had to walk a path independently or walk a path on your own. We've got a single flip-flop here. So obviously we've got 2 feet, so a pair of flip-flops would indicate, you know, why is there only one? You know what, I'm getting, oh God, this is deep. There's a poem, my mum actually had this poem, or from me being a child and growing up, and I don't remember it in its entirety, but the poem's called Footprints. And it's along the lines of something like, when the footprints in the sand disappear, I don't know exactly how it goes, but it's sort of talking about God is kind of lifting you up. So you don't see all of the footprints in the sand, because at those times that are the most troubling, it's like you're being carried. So I feel as though that's what I mean. These ancestors have been with you whilst you've been carrying some sort of heavy weight. I feel as though you've been really loyal to a cause here, maybe loyal to a family situation, or loyal to healing this karma. And I feel as though there's some sort of reward or some sort of gift that's coming in for you with this bow. I don't know why, but I'm getting a car. You know, like they have those huge bows, like if you gift somebody a car, you can like get a massive red bow to like wrap around the car and have a bow on the front. So some of you may be, you know, gifted a car, or it may come out of the blue, or the funds for you to purchase a new car may, I'm not going to say miraculously appear, but unexpectedly you may be able to get yourself a new car. And if that is the case, then I feel as though this is the universe, this is your ancestors gifting you for breaking some sort of generational cycle. I feel as though, as I was saying about, you know, whether you want to say the chosen person, or you were the member in your generational line that was able to break this curse for the rest of, like I say, the generations. You've had a higher perspective. You've been able to see over the bullshit. You've been able to see almost into the past. I feel as though you've had a level of empathy for these ancestors, what they had to go through, what they tried to do but maybe failed. And that is no disrespect to them trying to overcome this. But I feel as though the time in which you were born, the time in which you were created, oh, this is getting deep. I don't want to say that like it was your job, but that's kind of the energy that I'm getting. You were created to do this. I don't know if you were the member of the family that would be able to do that deep dive, that emotional deep dive, do the work that was required, because we've got this moon here, and like the moon energy is, it's you know, it's irrational fears, it's anxiety, it's insecurity. So it's going into the depth of all of that. And it's not just your own though. It's not just your own. It's like you've delved into a pool of all this murky shit that was there before you. And you've come out of that, like I say, triumphantly. Now, you may have been the person tasked to this because you were able to hear the call of the ancestors. This geezer stood like on one foot, blowing this didgeridoo. And it's so funny. I watched something. I've been watching this freestyle rapper. Oh my God. So amazing. I'm not even going to go into it. But very attractive in terms of his intellect and his ability to play with words. Well, I find it attractive anyway. But anyway, there was somebody playing a didgeridoo. And it's circular breathing. Like, to be able to play a didgeridoo, you don't just blow into it. There's something about circular breathing that, and I don't really know what that is, but obviously circles are continuous, so it's like there's a continuous breath to be able, that you have to sort of push into this instrument to get a noise out. And I feel as though either you were the person that was able to play this, like I say, I don't know, either hear the call of your ancestors, or like I say, you getting into this meditative state to raise your vibration, which allowed you to raise your perspective, to see the ancestry, to see this shit down, how this shit sort of played out through the generations. You were able to see that. 2021 may be significant. Whether there was a shift in your perspective in 2021. You may have walked an independent path in 2021. I don't really know. But this blue moon, because it's attached to a star, and star again, it's blessings, it's wish fulfillment, it's you being on the right path. So don't ever think that, well, why me? I mean, like I say, you were created for this. You were born to do this. And it's a huge task. I'm not going to make light of it. It's a huge task. But you're going to be rewarded. As big as the task was, as heavy as the load that you had to bear, you're going to be rewarded equally. See, the ancestors are there to sort of reciprocate the energy. It is, like I say, for you healing their karma, you're going to be rewarded for it. Wow, 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 wow. Right, okay, let's get some letters. Fucking hell. It's like the first reading that I do. I haven't read for a couple of weeks. Safi's been off school for like half term. And I don't want to be telling her to sit down or stick her in front of the TV whilst I'm up here doing this. So I've had a break. So, yeah, it's amazing to come back and be like, we're straight back in it. You're not even giving me a break. This is it. All right, we have FWRYTK. Bloody hell, we've got a right mix today. HI, another I, P, oh God, another I, a U, and an N. Wow. Right, okay. Let's hold these up. These are your letters. You may be seeing initials, words, acronyms, partial parts of words. Whatever messages you get from this is your specific message to go along with this reading. You can pause it as well if you need more time, or you want to look in there before I say anything. Now, I can't fully spell it, but I'm getting the word write, as in to write something down. So it may be really helpful for those of you that, like I say, are going through some sort of healing of this generational or DNA karma or trauma or whatever it's going to be, to write things down. Keep a journal. I don't know, write a book, an autobiography, or, how to help other people heal what it is that you've healed. But I feel that writing as a medium may be really, really helpful as part of the healing process, really. I'm seeing the word whip in here, and it's given me two kind of definitions. Whip as in car, and it's so funny. They call cars whips here, like, when you've got a nice whip. So it's like, I saw a car with the bow. So some of you for real could be getting gifted a car or going to treat yourself or buying yourself, like I say, a vehicle, an upgrade in your vehicle. I'm also seeing that whip is like a punishment. This reading is getting so fucking deep. I don't want to talk about slavery, but I feel that is what I'm supposed to be speaking about. And slavery isn't something that only affected African, people from the transatlantic slave trade. I feel that is, if you discount modern slavery and the fact it is still happening, maybe not in such huge numbers, or being relocated from one place to another in the way that it was for that the Atlantic slave trade. But I'm being sort of brought back to that period in time, whether it's the, 1600s, 1700s, 1800s, whatever. But these ancestors, like I say, I don't know if this is where the initial trauma may have stemmed from for some, not for all. But whipping in terms of a punishment, I just feel as though the ancestors were unable, like I say, to heal this karma with the life experience that they were living at the time. Now, no matter how hard your life is here and now in 2022, and we have a lot to contend with, there's a lot that we don't have to contend with that I don't even know if we'd be able to put ourselves in our ancestors' shoes for what they endured, for us to even be here today. So no matter how heavy you feel that load is that you're carrying, it's like we stand on the shoulders of our ancestors and they are elevating us vibrationally, energetically, psychologically from our heart space to help us handle this burden. To help us handle this burden. I'm seeing the word win in here. So that is, like I say, it's you being successful at healing this, at closing this out for the generations that come. And like I say, a winner is generally awarded something. You get a prize, you get a medal, you get something. So it's pointing back to this bow here, like a rosette. But I just feel as though you're going to be rewarded. Oh, it's so funny. I'm seeing hunt in there. It's all giving me this real, not prehistoric, because prehistoric just means prehistory. I'm talking about, we're going back in time here. This reading's so weird. Whether it's back to like hunter-gatherers, I don't know. I just feel the ancestral energy really heavily in this reading today. I feel that the ancestors are also asking you to have fun. You may have had, a heavy cross to bear, but that cross that you carried, my voice, it strengthened you. It strengthened you. And as human beings, it's like, the responsibility that you took on to heal this was your cross to bear, but it made you a better person for bearing that cross. It made you a better person for it. I'm going to leave that there. That's so... It's like I almost want to cry. Right, okay. Let me read DNA and karma. Okay. There's dream time. And DNA. Right, it says aspects of your soul entered your primitive physical self long before you had begun to take form. While the DNA that you inherited from your biological parents has a physical component, it also has a soul pattern that came together. Oh my God, I feel sick. Oh shit, that came together in the creation of you. You are predisposed to follow the karmic dictates of this patterning to some extent. Yet as you evolve in your consciousness and expand the light of awareness, you can make choices that shift and modify this ancestral design. This is one of those times. You can feel the tug of your soul that is both ancient and karmic. Yet you also recognize the persistent and loving communication from your higher self that contradicts the more familiar solutions before you. The choice is up to you, but know that every time you heed the guidance of your higher self, no matter what etheric or physical form it takes, human consciousness is elevated. In a sense, it becomes a choice between destiny and fate. Oh my God. And it came out with the creation card. Let me just read this. And just close this reading out. Right, okay, creation. Close your eyes. Tune into your breathing and allow yourself to sink deeply into the heart of this living creation that you are. As you notice your breath becoming steady and slightly deeper than usual, observe the urge within you that is begging to come forth in some sort of creative action. Pay attention to any images, sounds, or feelings that beckon your awareness. And there you will find the key as to the manner in which to express this magnificent pulse. Your breath is the crossover between spirit and physical reality. Breathing comfortably and steadily helps you align yourself with spirit, which then brings a clearer focus on what creative expression is preparing to be birthed through and from you. Discard any habitual thought patterns, and this is the karma. This is what you're being asked to discard. Discard any habitual thought patterns that would prevent the manifestation of what you're being prompted to bring forth. Allow yourself to take risks with this self-expression, and all of creation will smile upon you. Wow, that made me so emotional. And then under that, we've got shape-shifting. And that's exactly what you're being asked to do. To shape-shift out of, like it said there, the inherited mindsets and actions and behaviors, and shape-shift into this new creation of yourself. Wow. I'm going to leave that there. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Have a great day, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.